When it comes to managing blood sugar and improving overall health, most people think about food, exercise, and medication. But there's one vital piece of the puzzle that often goes overlooked: sleep. For older adults, especially those managing type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, adopting better sleep habits can significantly improve insulin sensitivity and support healthier glucose management over time. Sleep is when the body resets and repairs. During those quiet hours, your hormones rebalance, your brain clears waste, and your metabolism slows down to restore energy. But when sleep is poor, whether from trouble falling asleep, frequent waking, or not getting enough hours, your body pays the price. Research has shown that even one night of poor sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity, meaning your body has to work harder to regulate blood sugar. Over time, this can lead to consistently higher glucose levels, more frequent cravings, and a harder time maintaining energy during the day. The good news is that simple changes to your sleep routine can make a noticeable difference. And for seniors, improving sleep doesn't just help with blood sugar. It also supports better mood, stronger immunity, sharper memory, and a healthier heart. In today's video, we'll explore 7 science-backed sleep habits that are easy to implement and proven to support better insulin sensitivity. These tips don't require any special equipment or medications, just a willingness to listen to your body, build a calming routine, and make rest a true priority. Whether you struggle with falling asleep or just want to improve the quality of your rest, each habit we'll cover is a step toward more balanced blood sugar, better energy, and a healthier tomorrow. So if you've ever wondered why your blood sugar numbers seem off, even when you're eating well and staying active, your sleep may be the missing piece. Let's take a closer look at how adjusting your bedtime habits can help you take control of your glucose management, one night at a time. 1. Sticking to a consistent sleep schedule. Training the body to support insulin balance. One of the most powerful yet underrated ways to improve insulin sensitivity is to simply go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. While this may sound basic, keeping a consistent sleep schedule helps align the body's internal clock, also known as the circadian rhythm, which plays a direct role in how your body releases and responds to insulin. For older adults who may experience disrupted sleep patterns or varying bedtime routines, this habit can be a game changer for improving blood sugar control. When your sleep and wake times fluctuate, sleeping late one day, waking early the next, your body struggles to regulate key hormones that influence metabolism, appetite, and glucose processing. Research shows that irregular sleep patterns are associated with decreased insulin sensitivity, even when total sleep hours are sufficient. This means that going to bed at 10 p.m. one night and midnight the next can cause your body to process glucose less efficiently, leading to elevated blood sugar levels and greater insulin resistance over time. Take the story of 78-year-old Walter Jamison from Boise, Idaho. Walter used to fall asleep whenever he felt tired, sometimes at 9 p.m., other times after midnight. He often woke up groggy, even after what he thought was a full night's rest. After a conversation with his primary care provider, Walter committed to turning off the TV and lights by 10 p.m. every night and setting his alarm for 6:30 a.m., even on weekends. After just a few weeks, he noticed more consistent energy during the day, fewer sugar cravings, and steadier glucose readings in his morning blood tests. "I didn't think the timing mattered that much," he said, "but I feel like my body has found its rhythm again." For best results, find a bedtime and wake-up time that suits your lifestyle and stick to it, even on weekends or days when you don't have anywhere to be. If you need to adjust your schedule, shift it gradually, no more than 15 to 30 minutes at a time, to avoid throwing off your internal clock. And remember, your goal isn't just sleep. It's quality rest at regular intervals. This simple habit doesn't cost a thing, but it pays dividends in glucose regulation, hormone balance, and emotional well-being. It's a foundational step toward building the kind of sleep routine that truly supports healthy aging and blood sugar control. Number 2. Limiting screen time before bed. Protecting melatonin and supporting glucose control. In today's world, it's common to wind down in front of a screen, whether it's the television, a smartphone, or a tablet. But what many people don't realize is that excessive screen time before bed can significantly interfere with sleep quality, which in turn affects your insulin sensitivity. For older adults managing type 2 diabetes or aiming to improve blood sugar regulation, limiting screen exposure in the hour before sleep may be one of the simplest and most effective changes you can make. Screens emit blue light, which suppresses the natural production of melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. When melatonin is delayed or disrupted, your sleep becomes lighter, shorter, and less restorative. Poor sleep, especially when repeated night after night, has been strongly linked to reduced insulin sensitivity, meaning your body becomes less efficient at processing glucose. This can lead to higher fasting blood sugar levels, morning fatigue, and even increased appetite the next day, particularly for sugary or carb-heavy foods. Let's consider the example of 75-year-old Carol Ellison from Lexington, Kentucky. Carol had a habit of scrolling through social media on her tablet while lying in bed. Although she thought it helped her relax, she often found herself tossing and turning, sometimes staying awake well past midnight. After reading about the connection between screen time and sleep hormones, she decided to set a new boundary: no screens after 8:30 p.m. Instead, she spent the last hour of her evening reading a paperback book, listening to soft music, or writing in a journal. Within 2 weeks, Carol noticed she was falling asleep faster, sleeping more deeply, and waking up with steadier blood sugar numbers. "I thought I was relaxing, but I didn't realize my brain was still being stimulated," she shared. "Now I feel calmer at night, and I'm not chasing my blood sugar in the morning." If avoiding screens entirely before bed feels difficult at first, try dimming the brightness or turning on a night shift or blue light filter mode. Even better, replace the screen with a relaxing bedtime ritual, a warm shower, gentle stretches, or simply dimming the lights and sipping herbal tea. By reducing screen exposure before bed, you're not just improving your rest, you're giving your body a clearer signal that it's time to wind down, restore hormone balance, and maintain healthier glucose control. It's a small adjustment with a big impact, especially for those striving to age well and live more energized days. Number 3. Creating a cool, dark sleep environment. Setting the stage for deep, restorative sleep and better glucose control. One of the most overlooked sleep habits that can dramatically improve insulin sensitivity is simply adjusting your sleep environment. Specifically, keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet promotes deeper, more restorative rest, which is essential for maintaining steady blood sugar levels and reducing overnight glucose spikes. For older adults whose sleep can become lighter or more fragmented with age, making a few changes to the bedroom setup can make all the difference in how the body repairs, restores, and regulates glucose metabolism through the night. When the room is too warm, your body has to work harder to cool down, which disrupts the sleep cycle, especially the most restorative stages of deep sleep. And since poor sleep quality has been linked to insulin resistance, even subtle disturbances like excess light or noise can interfere with how your body processes glucose the next day. Cooler temperatures, typically around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, have been shown to encourage deeper sleep and support hormone balance, including cortisol and insulin. Let's take the example of 80-year-old Larry Peterson from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Larry had long suffered from hot flashes and shallow sleep, often waking up feeling groggy and unrefreshed. His primary care provider recommended lowering the bedroom thermostat by just a few degrees and using blackout curtains to block early morning light. Larry also began sleeping with a small fan near his bed for airflow and white noise. After a few weeks, not only was he sleeping longer and more soundly, but his morning blood sugar readings became more consistent. It amazed me how such a small change in the room made such a big change in my body, Larry said. Now, I wake up feeling sharper and more balanced. If cooling the entire room isn't an option, even simple changes, like switching to lighter bedding, opening a window slightly, or using a fan, can help. Likewise, reducing light by using blackout shades or wearing a sleep mask can improve melatonin production and deepen rest. Noise machines or soft background sound can also reduce sleep disruptions caused by household or outdoor noise. A calm, cool, and dark environment tells your body that it's safe to rest. And when your body feels safe, it sleeps more deeply, allowing vital systems like hormone regulation, cellular repair, and glucose control to do their work more efficiently. This sleep habit doesn't just make your nights better, it sets the tone for healthier, more energized days. Number 4. Establishing a relaxing bedtime routine, signaling the body to rest and regulate blood sugar. A good night's sleep doesn't begin when your head hits the pillow. It starts with how you prepare for it. That's why creating a consistent, relaxing bedtime routine is one of the most effective ways to promote deeper rest and improve insulin sensitivity. For older adults, this habit can help signal to the brain and body that it's time to shift from activity to recovery, supporting better blood sugar control through the night and into the next day. The body thrives on rhythm, and when we develop a consistent wind-down routine, we create a powerful cue for the nervous system to slow down. This shift activates the parasympathetic system, often called the rest and digest mode, which lowers stress hormones like cortisol and allows insulin to work more efficiently. High cortisol levels in the evening have been linked to disrupted sleep and higher fasting blood sugar, so reducing stress before bed is crucial for supporting glucose regulation. For 76-year-old Eileen Monroe from Asheville, North Carolina, evenings used to feel rushed and chaotic. She would often eat late, watch TV until she felt tired, and then lie in bed wide awake. After attending a diabetes education class, she decided to build a calming bedtime ritual. Each night at 8:30 p.m., Eileen begins dimming the lights, makes a cup of herbal tea, reads for 20 minutes, and ends the evening with a few gentle stretches. Within a few weeks, she noticed she was falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up with more stable morning glucose numbers. "It's like my whole body knows what to expect now," she said. "I don't fight sleep anymore." A bedtime routine doesn't have to be elaborate. It could include taking a warm shower, practicing slow breathing, listening to soft music, or writing in a gratitude journal. The key is to repeat the routine consistently, at the same time each evening, to train the brain to associate those actions with rest. By slowing down before bed, you allow your body to transition out of the stress of the day and into a restorative state. Over time, this consistent signaling improves sleep quality, balances stress hormones, and supports your body's natural ability to manage blood sugar overnight. It's a gentle but powerful way to care for both your nervous system and your metabolism, one evening at a time. Number 5. Avoiding heavy meals and late-night snacking, giving the body time to rest and regulate glucose. One of the most important but often overlooked sleep habits for improving insulin sensitivity is to avoid eating large meals or snacks too close to bedtime. While it may seem harmless to grab a late-night bite, eating late in the evening can disrupt your body's natural rhythms and lead to elevated blood sugar levels overnight, especially in older adults dealing with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. During sleep, the body shifts into repair mode. But if it's still working to digest food, especially a high-carb or high-fat meal, it becomes harder for glucose to be processed efficiently. Insulin production slows at night, which means any sugar entering the bloodstream lingers longer. This can raise fasting glucose levels in the morning, increase inflammation, and even interfere with deep, restorative sleep. Take the experience of 81-year-old Roger Wills from Springfield, Missouri. Roger had a long-standing habit of eating dinner at 8 p.m., followed by a snack, often a bowl of cereal or some cookies, around 10 p.m. Despite being careful with portions, his morning glucose readings were consistently higher than expected. After reviewing his habits with a diabetes educator, Roger made two key changes. He moved dinner to 6 p.m. and skipped the bedtime snacks in favor of a calming cup of herbal tea. Within 2 weeks, his fasting blood sugar began to improve, and he also reported waking up feeling less bloated and more rested. "It's amazing what a couple of hours can do," Roger shared. "I still enjoy dinner, but I give my body time to settle before bed. Ideally, aim to finish your last meal at least 2 to 3 hours before going to sleep. If you find yourself truly hungry later on, choose a small, low-carb, protein-rich option like a few almonds or a boiled egg, something that won't spike your blood sugar. And drink water or herbal tea instead of sweetened beverages, which can quietly disrupt overnight glucose regulation. By giving your digestive system time to rest, you allow your body to focus on healing, hormone balance, and proper glucose processing. It's one of the simplest ways to improve both sleep quality and blood sugar control, especially for those working to manage their health with intention and care. 6. Getting morning sunlight exposure. Resetting the body's clock to improve sleep and glucose balance. It may come as a surprise, but one of the most effective sleep habits for improving insulin sensitivity doesn't happen at night, it starts in the morning. Exposing your eyes and skin to natural sunlight early in the day helps regulate your body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, which plays a direct role in your sleep-wake cycle, hormone production, and even blood sugar control. When your body gets exposure to natural light shortly after waking up, especially within the first hour, it triggers the release of cortisol and shuts off melatonin, helping you feel alert and energized. More importantly, this reset also helps your body produce melatonin on schedule later in the evening, promoting deeper, more restful sleep. And as we've already seen, better sleep leads to improved glucose regulation and more efficient insulin function, both critical for older adults managing type 2 diabetes. Take 73-year-old Edna Klein from Reno, Nevada. Edna often felt groggy in the mornings and found it hard to fall asleep at night. Her doctor suggested she try getting outside within 30 minutes of waking, just 10 to 15 minutes of light gardening or sitting on her porch with a cup of tea. After adopting this habit, Edna noticed not only improved sleep, but also more consistent blood sugar levels throughout the day. "It was such a gentle shift," she said. "Just stepping outside made everything feel more in sync." You don't have to be outdoors for long or do anything strenuous. A short morning walk, light stretches on the porch, or even sitting by a sunny window with the blinds open can help regulate your circadian rhythm. Natural daylight is far more effective than indoor lighting, especially in setting the biological signals your body needs to prepare for restful sleep later on. This habit may feel simple, but its ripple effects are powerful. Regular morning sunlight exposure helps align your sleep cycle, reduces nighttime restlessness, and promotes healthier insulin sensitivity by ensuring your body's hormones stay on track. For seniors seeking better energy, sleep, and blood sugar stability, it's one of the most natural and enjoyable habits to build into the day. 7. Managing stress before bed. Calming the mind to support restorative sleep and glucose regulation. The final habit that can dramatically improve both your sleep quality and insulin sensitivity is something many people overlook. Managing stress before bedtime. While a little bit of stress during the day is unavoidable, carrying it into the evening hours can interfere with your ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and allow your body to enter the deep, restorative stages of rest that are critical for healthy blood sugar control. When you feel anxious, worried, or mentally overstimulated before bed, your body tends to release cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Elevated cortisol levels in the evening are strongly associated with reduced insulin sensitivity, increased overnight glucose production by the liver, and higher fasting blood sugar levels the next morning. For older adults managing type 2 diabetes, this pattern can quietly undo many of the healthy choices made during the day. Let's take the example of 79-year-old Doreen Lewis from Santa Rosa, California. Doreen had a habit of watching the nightly news before bed, often followed by reviewing her medical bills or planning her next day's errands. Not surprisingly, she found it difficult to fall asleep and often woke up feeling groggy, despite getting enough hours of rest. Her endocrinologist recommended a stress reduction routine: 15 minutes of slow breathing and gentle stretching before bed, paired with calming music. After a few weeks, Doreen began falling asleep more easily and noticed a marked improvement in her morning blood sugar numbers. "I never realized how much mental tension I was carrying," she said. "Letting go of it changed everything." There are many ways to ease stress before bed: gentle yoga, deep breathing, prayer, gratitude journaling, aromatherapy, or even simply turning off the news and replacing it with relaxing music or a favorite book can help lower evening cortisol. The key is consistency and choosing something that genuinely soothes you. By taking time to unwind and release tension before bedtime, you give your nervous system permission to shift into a state of rest and recovery. And when the body feels safe and calm, it sleeps more deeply, supporting glucose regulation, hormonal balance, and overall health. For seniors seeking better blood sugar stability and emotional peace, this habit offers healing not only for the body, but also for the mind. As we've explored in today's video, improving your insulin sensitivity doesn't always require major changes to your diet or exercise routine. Sometimes, the most powerful progress begins with something as simple and essential as better sleep. These 7 sleep habits offer a natural, sustainable way to support blood sugar control, reduce inflammation, and help your body recover and heal every single night. For older adults, sleep often becomes more challenging with age, but that doesn't mean quality rest is out of reach. From sticking to a regular sleep schedule and reducing screen time, to creating a relaxing bedtime routine and managing stress before bed, each habit helps set the stage for deeper, more restorative sleep. And the reward? A body that processes glucose more efficiently, steadier energy throughout the day, and fewer frustrating swings in your morning blood sugar readings. What's especially encouraging is that none of these habits require expensive tools or complex routines. You don't need a prescription, a fitness membership, or a complete lifestyle overhaul. All it takes is a willingness to be consistent, listen to your body, and give yourself permission to rest. Not just for the sake of sleep, but for your long-term health and well-being. So now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these sleep habits are you excited to try tonight? Or maybe there's one that's already made a difference in your life. Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could help someone else find their path to better sleep and better glucose control. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Active Healthcare, your trusted guide for senior-friendly wellness, nutrition, and practical tips for living a balanced life with clarity, energy, and peace of mind. Until next time, sleep well, take care of yourself, and remember, each night of good rest is a step towards stronger health and a brighter tomorrow.